Greetings, viewers, and thanks for joining me on this beautiful morning just outside the shop. Went wheeling with the 3rd gen yesterday, did some damage to the body, broke a CV shaft, doing something stupid. You'll see a short video clip. Obviously, I should have stopped after the 3rd attempt. But as I got up to the top, the thing that stopped the truck abruptly and sent the ass in sideways was me doing some excavating with this front bumper. Quite a bit of damage into the rock there. Took a little hunk of the fins off my winch, but didn't damage it. Used the winch to get out, actually. Rather large hunk. Took out my grill. Took out my headlight there, just barely got my hood. Poor old Yoda took it on the cheek there. He's gonna need some stitches, but he hung tough. So some repairs are gonna have to be made there. Now, the CV axle wasn't just a simple CV axle change, as I'll show you. This is the end that goes into the differential. This is the end that gave up and broke off and left this piece stuck in the differential housing. Yeah, so move on to about rebuilding those here in a minute. For that repair, which I only have a picture of it, I'm a bad YouTuber and didn't think to break out my camera and record this. But to get this repair made, I had to take this tail shaft off here, which is all of this, out to here. Had to take the shift modulator off the back. So 4 bolts here I had to take out. Had to take this bolt here out, plus take the CV shaft out and take the wheel apart and everything like a normal CV shaft repair. This piece here just had to be repeatedly struck with this end against a rock. My buddy just beat the hell out of it against a rock for me until it came out. I wore myself out on it and couldn't get it. Didn't have enough ass, I guess. But we finally got that hunk out, got the CV put back in, continued to wheel, drove home another 100 miles, no leaks. No leaks from where I had to take it apart, and no leaks from that seal over there again, thank goodness. Everything went on to work just fine. That was not a 20-minute CV repair. That was about an hour and 45-minute CV repair, and didn't take any gear lube with me, so I had to buy like a way overpriced bottle of gear lube to get going again. But sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what I get for not taking my lube. But new CV in. Let me get my ass up off the ground here. Now, I know you see me reboot the Tundra CV. These CVs are built a little differently. I've got a good inner bell off a CV that I broke the outer. So I'm going to tear this apart, saving this boot, and rebuild these so that I have more CV shafts to break. Though I've only ever broken 2, broke one on my black truck and one on this truck now. Both times being stupid, both times shock loading. But you never know what's going to happen. If I just stayed on the line that I thought I was on, I don't think this would have happened, but that's not the point. It's over. I mentioned putting a different drive shaft in the front to cure vibration. This is the kind of drive shaft that a J-shift truck takes. No double cardan joint. This is the drive shaft that an all-wheel drive truck takes with the double cardan joint. It's an inch shorter here, or from there to there, but I can spread this out. Hope I'm not jumbling around too much. The stock one has a full 4 inches of engagement in the splines. By having to move that out an inch, I'll still have a full 3 inches of engagement in the splines and a front wheel drive shaft in an IFS truck, or a front drive shaft in an IFS truck that doesn't have that much movement. But the little card says, keep vehicle speed below 50 mile an hour when in four-wheel drive. That's for the J-shift trucks that don't have the double CV drive shaft. I do get a little vibration. I don't know if it's from tires or what, but I'd like to change this over. I think these drive shafts, since they're designed in the all-wheel drive trucks to go at highway speeds, I think that's what I need. I have to change this flange or double drill the flange that's in there. So when the time comes that I change that, I'll go into more depth about that if possible and I'll show you what I've done. This is going to go on my wall of shame. Whoop. Thanks to my buddies for chasing down the gear lube and helping me beat on parts of my truck when I needed help. That was awesome. So got it all done, went on to wheel, no other damage. Going to try and fix all that cosmetic stuff. Another thing I wanted to touch on here real quick, how I vented this hood. My engine got hot, not overheating, but way up to hot, like 140-ish, when I was running AC and rock crawling up hills in mountains. It was hot and humid. I didn't like it getting up that hot. That's not so hot that it's boiling antifreeze, but I didn't like it getting up that hot. So I vented my hood. This time wheeling, my temperatures never even got hot at all. It was actually almost 90 degrees. I have no idea the humidity level, but I didn't have an issue. Now, the way it's set there, let me pull the hood release. I could get even more venting and avoid overheating. I didn't want to put vents in the hood. I guess that's my whole point there. I don't think it looks too silly. I could easily put it back, but so far it has proven to be effective. Love those hood struts too. Yeah, this headlight is in about 4 pieces now. That's going to have to get fixed. I saved the little filler panel there, plus I got some of those. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that because that will not fly on my truck. I don't like that. So a little bit of repairing to do. CV axle repair was tough, but on the trail and with a little help, like I say, we conquered that dude. Took it like an hour and a half laying in the dirt and sweating, but done. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on. That's the carnage report, but as you'll see in the video that's coming up here, it was my stupidity, just like always. But that's the price I'm willing to pay. Thankfully, my friends were willing to pay that price and sit around and wait on me to fix my truck. So I'm going to show the video and then I'll guess I'll come back with the thanks for watching thing. So watch the video here if you want. You hear it snap right as it gets to the top.
No, I really thought you had it on that one.
Me too. Might be in the wrong spot. I don't know. Sure feels right.
Maybe a little passenger on the bump. One more time.
One more time. He's almost vertical. Right, I think I know what I'm missing now. One more time.
I think a little bit more skinny on the bump.
I think you're right. Almost had it that time.
Yep. There you go. Get her, baby. Get her.
There you go.
Yo, wheel hop. You got that.
Oh, okay.
You're up.
I may need a spotter.
Yep.
Robert.
Get her, baby. Get her. There you go. Oh, you got that.
Well, okay.
You're up.
I may need a spotter.
Yep.
Okay, while I stood here while you watched that video, I hope you enjoyed it. Go out and have some fun in your truck. If you break it, fix it. It ain't that big of a deal. I'm going to hang that CV axle on my wall of shame, that one bell, and when I come back with more CV axle builds, information on the Tacoma, and work with the Tundra, I'll be back. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me out here in the shop. Like and subscribe if you would, please. It's free, it's painless, and it's easy, and it does help me. Check links in the description. I got more things coming up. Appreciate y'all. Have a super great day.